What's going on, guys? GreyShamrock here, and today we're back on Black Ops 2, surprisingly, and you may be wondering why I'm on Black Ops 2. First off, I did get a new CPU, PC, whatever, so you'll see a lot more uploads from me with better rendering, better editing. The laptop I had really was not at the kind of potential in order to render what I like to as fast as I would like to. So with the new CP, you will definitely see, or PC, you will definitely see much better quality video instead of the dark shadows that that you'll see on my MW3 gameplay. So with the new Black Ops 2 DLC coming out, and with the new Call of Duty that is also coming out, Call of Duty Ghost, for those of you that do not know, Call of Duty overall is making a huge turn in the, oh, by the way, if you did not know, Infinity Ward did release a statement saying that they will support, I guess you could say, esports competition on their game. So it's taking a massive turn, or a drastic turn as I should say, from what it used to be, where if you had a FAMAS and everyone else had a Galil or a Commando, then you'd probably outclass them, probably beat them by a margin of fire rate or damage. It's taking a turn away from that and more to the, okay, everything has to be equal, it's all about skill, but there is going to be, of course, the FAL, for example, that was banned in MLG competition, or League play as I should say, and the way I look at it is, if it's going to be a skill-oriented weapon, for example, the PDW, I'm not hating on you, I use it, I mean, as you can see, I'm doing pretty well with the two. If it's fully automatic, you know you really know what you're gonna get. You aim down the sight and you just let it go. You have to be accurate. That's all you have to do. Just aim down the sight, fire, and try and be accurate as possible. With a Chi-Com, let's say, or in the assault rifle category, the FAL, you have another thing to worry about. You have to worry about, man, am I shooting fast enough? And then you have to also be accurate, because each shot counts since it's just a one burst, and you also have to be a bit more a bit mid-range to long-range, since obviously it's a single burst, so it's not going to be the best for close range. I mean, unless you're really good and you have like a really good trigger finger, or you just get them off guard. Either way, it's taking a drastic turn from that, and that's a good thing for many reasons. And if you look at the other side of the spectrum, the devil's advocate here, it's also a bad thing, because we can see, I wouldn't say greedy, but what they'll do to keep their fans. And let's just say that COD Ghost is out, you know, this is 5 months now from today, and it's out. We've had two plus months to play it, and we know exactly how it is. So let's just say it's like Black Ops 2. They release a patch here and there to kind of counter the OP of some of the weapons where that outclass the others. And it's not uberly OP like the MSMC and PDW used to be, but it was obviously outclassing some of the other SMGs. But let's just say it's all equal, it's skill-oriented. Is that saying something that they're actually listening to the fans community, or is that a bad thing, showing how people want this, so we better give it to them, since BF4 and all these other games that are equally, I guess you could say, less OP, to where they're all more skill and team oriented, to where they know that if they don't change something, like if they don't change the engine of Call of Duty, where it's focused on momentum versus just a maximum and a minimum speed, then they're probably going to be losing some of their fans. I was looking at some of the COD Ghost multiplayer release, or yeah, the multiplayer reveal, and also the gameplay that some people share, like the other, they call them media because they're YouTubers, and they were kind of aiming towards the YouTube side, so because that's the best way to keep it secret. But in the case that Infinity Ward is in right now, and they are pretty much, the way it is when Treyarch releases, let's say Black Ops 3, for example, if they ever will, if it's actually going to continue, let's just say they release it, their job now is to make the community happy. Got a nice triple here. And make sure that the fans come back for Infinity Ward's game the next year. And it's vice versa with Infinity Ward. It's their turn now. So with that being said, they now have to offer a whole new deal. They have to say, okay, look, we're going to not only balance everything like you guys like and make it esports friendly, but we will also give you guys a new engine to play with on this game. So that being said, and let's just say that's exactly how it's going to be. It's esports friendly, a new engine, and everything's balanced. We know a couple patches already, and we're good to go. Let's just say that's all true. It's already happened. So they kept their fans, but does that show that little bugger's still there? Is that is it showing that they're listening to the community, or they're just oriented around keeping the fans, keeping the community as one, keeping the profit, in other words? Is that what it's showing, or is it showing really that they care about the community? Because as you guys know, Infinity Ward really doesn't care about the hackers, and of course there is IW enforcers on Twitter, but you don't see them parading around. And I love to think about it this way: if you hack when the game first releases, you're gone in an hour. If you hack in about 6 months after the first release, you're gone in about a week, maybe a day, if you have video proof, a day. If you hack about a year after, when they're getting closer to the reveal, you're looking at about, maybe a week until they actually see it, unless you go on one of the forums. And after that, it's dead man's land. It's just a wasteland out there. You're off in no man's land, in other words, and it's up to you to deal with those hackers, to A, leave the lobby, or B, hack and kick them out, or whatever else you can think of. And from there on, it's not Infinity Ward or Treyarch, because here, go back to CoD 4, go back to World at War, and tell me, do you see hackers each game? Maybe you don't. Do you see hackers every other game? Maybe, maybe not. Do you see hackers every couple of games? Yes. So, are they really going to keep it clean like they never have? Or is this going to be a new turning point for Infinity Ward and the CoD community altogether, the developers? Or is this just going to be another repeat each year, how it always is, to where they release it, patch it a couple times, make sure everyone's happy, and then last month, we're done, wait for the next CoD, and there you go. So, with that being said, thank you for watching, guys, and until tomorrow, I will see you there.